Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome back to Come Lose It. I'm your host, Matt Duncan. This is episode 86. 86. I know it has been a long time. It's been way too long since I've done the last podcast. I have not done one since the beginning of September. I've been meaning to get more of them in. And you know what? We are going back to the roots of the podcast a little bit. I will explain that more coming up. But right now, I just want to check in. It's fall now. We're out of summer. We are fully into fall. The leaves are changing here in Canada. If you are my American listeners, I know that does not pertain to you depending on the state you are in. I don't know if LA is getting that change. There's not much of a change there, and you get hot, you get even hotter, you get fire, and then you get a little bit of cool. You get to wear windbreakers sometimes, but you guys aren't rocking the North Face jacket, okay? You guys aren't rocking the North fucking Face jacket out there like I am. I'm rocking that fucking North Face, and I had to fucking send pictures in for the warranty because North Face jackets have a lifetime warranty, and my zipper is fucked. Couple of the grommets are fucked. I had to take all these fucking pictures. I had to fucking send, take pictures of tags and shit. I don't know. It's going to take, I ain't going to have a winter jacket this year. Let's put it that way. By the time I get all this shit done, by the time that they approve it, this shit is going to, I'm going to get back in April probably. So I had to go back to an old jacket that I've kept. This is why I keep old jackets. And, I'll be good to go. I will be good to go for the winter. You do not have to worry about me. Mom, if you're hearing this, don't buy me a fucking jacket. We got the lifetime warranty. We're going to use the lifetime warranty. So I'm coming to you now. I bought some new lavalier mics for my iPhone. What's cool about them is that there are two. So if I ever, have a guest or something, I can just slip one of these on. I don't have to bring all my gear and shit. And there's going to be some more episodes like this. I'm still going to be using my sweet Shure mic and my mixer and all that stuff for some episodes. But I want to get more out now that I'm getting that Anchor cheddar. Okay, I want to get some more of that Anchor cheddar. So this is the first episode. I'm just in my living room right now. So if there's a little bit of an echo or something, I'll try and clean that up a little bit. But for the most part, I'm trying to get that rant out for you guys to get that content, get some of them Anchor bucks. You know what I mean? I'm getting that Anchor. Sorry if it's annoying at the start of the episode, but I got to have a little bit of that Anchor cheddar. You know what I mean? Trying to make some moolah on this a little bit, even though I don't promote this motherfucker. I don't promote this motherfucker. That's not how this podcast rolls. But we're going to do our best anyway. And, maybe one day I will. But it is so nice because, I have another podcast that takes up a lot of my time on Raptors Republic, Confederacy Dunks on the Rapcast. Please check out. The Raptors season is back. Game 1 was last night. The NBA season is back. We're excited. It's going to be our first full season with Raptors Republic. It's a lot of work for me. And I got to do all this social shit. And now that we're on Raptors Republic, we got a much bigger net of people seeing our shit. We're sharing on an Instagram account. It's got 20,000 people or something, which in the grand scheme of influencers and social media, that's not very much, but it's a lot more than we're used to. And now we're getting fucking trolls, and I got to deal with these fucking trolls and shit. I'm so fucking tired of the social media interactions that I got to have. I got to be honest with you. I'm not a big fucking fan of it, okay? Because in my core, since I was a little kid, since I was a little boy, I was a shy kid. I don't like talking to strangers. And social media, you got to talk to strangers constantly. You got to put something out there. You're screaming on a megaphone. Usually it's into a black void, but every once in a while, some fucking stranger hears it and they come and give their 2 cents, and it's usually based on incoherent fucking analysis. They're just, what am I supposed to fucking do here? I gotta let that shit go. I know I'm working on it. I've talked to Freddie, the host of the pod, a lot, and we both struggle with it. We both struggle with the social media. I fucking hate it. As you know, on this podcast, I have deleted my Facebook. Finally is deactivated, but I have the Messenger, and that that's just an instant message. That's just fucking MSN Messenger 2.0. That's all I'm fucking using. I don't get to see no profiles. I can't see your profile. Nothing, and that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Now, look, the fucking Queen is dead. I wanted to give you guys some time because, I had to grieve myself because I don't know how I feel about the monarchy. I know we want to abolish it. I know it's all about pageantry. I know it's fucking bullshit. But I don't know. It's like, I grew up on tabloids, and the royal family is a big part of those digests. I got to tell you, that they are the Archie comic double digest of tabloid. So I've always seen them as some kind of a clown show. I don't know if they have a huge effect on our taxes and stuff. I know that when they come here and they visit, we got to fucking parade them around the country. I know that shit's on taxpayer dime. I know we paying for that shit. So I don't like that so much, but I don't think we're actually giving them any kind of tax. We ain't paying the monarchy, are we? It's so fucking annoying. We do have this monarchy on our money. So now we're going to get that goofy fuck on all our coins, on our $20 bill, I think. Like Queen Elizabeth, she gone. She working her shit out with Princess Di right now. They're working their shit out. They're talking, okay? And they got a lot of time. If you're a big heaven believer, they got a lot of time to work out their issues. And I'm sure Di's going to be like, did you fucking set this up? Did you set up all this paparazzi shit to kill me? And, it might take some time, but the Queen will open up eventually. You know what? She's already been probably drinking whiskey sours with Prince Philip up there too. Why are we saying Diana's in hell? That's hell for her. Why? She's got to spend eternity with the royal family? That's not why she got out, man. She wanted the fuck out, bro. So Queen's dead. We've got a king now. God save the king. I would give a little more room for the royal family in Canada if we were allowed to have a UK passport, if we were allowed to even just go and work there with our Canadian passports, or you know what I mean? There should be. This feels fucked up that we have this ruling body and this other country we still have to be a foreign visitor to it. It just seems kind of fucked up. But I guess, when they ruled the world and everything, you just can't have all these people from all over the world thinking they can come to London and take a shit in the Thames. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with the royal family. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully this lav mic isn't fucking up because, I don't got monitors. I don't got monitors on right now. I can see it's up, it's down, it's left, it's right. Fuck, I hope it's okay. There might be a couple peaks in here, but we're going to get through it. I will say I'm about over 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks into my 4th COVID booster shot. I'm into that booster. I got the bivalent booster shot that is targeting the Omicron variant. Now they're saying that there's some new variant out and it could be 4 and 5 or whatever coming together like Station. Do you remember Station and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? Did you ever see that? There's these 2 little aliens, 2 little fucking geniuses here. And they fucking, they run into each other and they become Station. They become a one big fucking weird monster thing. I don't know. It's a really weird movie. But that's what we're dealing with these fucking variants. Now, I don't know. Are they getting together? Are they trying to get stronger? I saw that there was some lab in Cambridge or something, some university. They created a COVID virus that was even deadlier than what's been out. So that's good. I'm glad everyone's having fun playing with the viruses. Hopefully, by playing with these fucking viruses, though, you get closer to a really good vaccine to get rid of this shit. Let's get rid of this polio that's coming back again. That's the problem we're dealing with now. People don't want to get vaccines. Polio's back. Everyone's, thinks that they know what the fuck they're doing. And, we're going to have people, Captain Ricketts running around now because fucking polio's back. But you just got to take care of yourself. I feel like I'm one of the first of the people to get the bivalent in my life. A lot of hesitation. People are tired of getting sick, and I understand that. I fucking understand that. It is an annoying fucking thing to have to get sick with these shots. Thankfully, I've never been sick from the shots. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know if my immune system just put up a white fucking flag. But hey, I haven't gotten anything in 3 years. Not a cold, not a fever, nothing. Nothing since I had that flu when I came back from Vegas. That's it. That's it, babe. So maybe my immune system's doing okay, right? Maybe it's doing okay. All right, so let's get to a fitness update. Let's get to a fucking fitness update.
Fitness update.
So, still having issues with my leg. The numbness stuff has gone away, thank God. I am back in physiotherapy, back in physio. And what my physiotherapist told me was that the numbness in my quad, and because she's like, well, it's only attacking your quad that you're feeling that. And there's this nerve right at the top of your quadricep muscle. Okay. And if you compress that nerve, you can feel numbness in your quad for some reason. A belt buckle, a tight elastic on your shorts, string, like anything that's putting pressure there. If you're wearing, and I'm someone that wears my belt lower, quite a bit lower, because I've got a bit of a fucking belly, unfortunately. Like I can't have it going right across. I'm not there yet where I'm getting maybe I should get suspenders or some shit. Maybe I should get suspenders and no belt, and then I'll just look like I'm dancing the Charleston in 1932. I don't know. So I'm going to physio. I'm doing all these breathing exercises. Apparently, that core fucking muscle, that core abdominal muscle, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe this shit out, and it doesn't feel like it's doing much, but I think if you change. The problem is that I'm activating my abs so much to take on all the weight, and you have to strengthen that core inside of you, and a big part, you can't do crunches and planks and stuff to do that. It's like all breathing and shit, which is just the most fucking annoying. What else is annoying? Fucking water. Why do I have such a hard time drinking water on the reg? Like, I should be drinking way more water. I want to go pick it on the side of a lake. That's how much I fucking hate water, drinking water. I want to fucking pick it. I want to strike the human race that we need so much goddamn water, that we're made of so much water. I'm so fucking sick of it. But, I'm coming, I just always need some new vessel to get it in me. What's the new vessel? What's the new receptacle? I don't know. Like, I'm on to a Yeti thing. That's what I asked for my birthday, which is coming up, folks. I don't know. I don't know. It's always going to be an issue for me. If I'm exercising, great. But it's like when I go for these long walks, like I went 15K over 2 days. I did walking on last weekend. And I will say another part of the fitness update, last Friday night, I had the worst fucking panic attack. I had a 9 out of 10, which I don't usually have. Usually I'm around a 5, 6 out of 10 on panic attacks. 5, 6 panic attack, I can talk myself down. But if it's a 9, usually it wakes me up. My heart is racing like a fucking jackrabbit. And when that shit happens, because, I keep my heart rate low. My resting heart rate is like 55, 53, 50. It's fucking low. And so when I get a racing heart, it fucking freaks me out when I'm not exercising. And a panic attack, it just fucking sends me off. And the one on Friday, I was like jumping out of bed. I was dragging myself around the carpet. My knees are fucked. They got scabs all over them because I was like giving myself insane rug burn. My poor wife, putting her through hell. It was the closest we came to going to the hospital. She could not talk me down. I said, Tay, we got to fucking go. We got to go to the hospital. This isn't right. This isn't the same. But it turns out it was. It was another fucking panic attack. And unless you don't go through these panic attacks, you have no idea where your mind is. Like, you're just all of a sudden in your bed, and then all of a sudden you are in the middle of a fucking ocean and you can't see land anywhere. There is no land. no fucking land anywhere, and all you want to do is touch some grass. Dying to touch some grass. My wife's telling me that there's grass all around me, and I'm like, there's no fucking. I can see. Can you not see that? I'm in the fucking middle of an ocean right now. So we came real close. Poor wife, dressed at the door, keys in hand. This is like 4 a.m, and I finally, I was sitting on the floor, and I finally started to come down. And we got through it. I didn't have to go. I've got some Ativan, and I took an Ativan, and that's what I got to do now. When I'm at a 9, I'm popping a pill. That shit's going under the tongue, and we're going to fucking sedate, because wow, oh man, it's such a scary thing. It's funny because the panic is like, oh, I'm having a heart attack, but people who have heart attacks don't usually like fucking do Cirque du Soleil on the ground. Because it's a wild show, man. It's a wild fucking show. That's all I got to say about that. What else? Should we move on? Should we just go to some health news? Okay, go play the health news. Health
news. News that is health related.
Okay, I'm only going to talk about one thing when I'm doing these kind of rants, we're kind of Charlie Bucket studioing it, the old day when I rebooted the podcast in 2017, it was a Charlie Bucket studio vibe. It was just me ranting away and trying to figure out life with you guys listening, you guys going through it with me, trying to bring some humor to it. And, losing, I feel like I lose it a little bit more when I do it this way. It's kind of nice. I'm not being on the monitor. Hopefully the audio is doing okay. You're kind of in the wind here. I feel like a cowboy again. When you're a kid and you feel like a cowboy? So what is going on in the health news? Okay, so I was going to talk about this a few episodes ago. Let's just get it out of the fucking way. This is the only thing I'll talk about on this one. Let's talk about the fucking plant-based milks, okay? Because that's what I drink. I don't fucking drink cow milk. The Toronto fucking Maple Leafs are back, Jack. Hockey's back. My team is back. And this year, for the first time ever, they are sponsored on their jerseys by Milk. Now, the Dairy Farmers of Canada, I guess that's their brand, Milk. It looks pretty good, actually. Some of them, you look at the Habs, they got RBC on their jerseys. Looks like shit. But the milk blends in because it's just like a little cursive writing in blue or something, right? So, I just haven't drank. I've talked about it for years, but I haven't drank milk probably in 14 years or 15 years, something like that. Sometimes I get a real craving for it though when you get a nice chocolate or something, and that's why I get the almond milk. And it gives you a little bit of that feeling, right? And it just fucks up my body too much drinking milk. We really shouldn't be drinking milk. I get enough fucking dairy from the cheese. I get enough dairy from the cream, the little bit of cream that I put in my coffee. I love that. I love a little bit of fucking cream in the coffee. I don't put sugar in it anymore. I got over that with a New Year's resolution many, many fucking years ago. So, yeah, I'm using different fucking plant milks and shit. And I'm trying to, you hear all these different things. I remember when the soy milk, everyone was saying, you're going to get tits. You're going to get a big set of tits on you. But, I don't know how true any of it is, right? I know that almond milk, which seems to be my favorite, we're dependent on the bees quite a bit for this one. We run out of bees. You can kiss fucking almonds goodbye. Bees die. Almonds goodbye. Okay, so that might not be one that we're able to have long term. We were fucking up the planet too much. But in the meantime, putting that in cereal and stuff is great. Just reading this article on Healthline, talk about how pea-based drinks have the most phosphorus, zinc, and selenium. Soy drinks had the highest amounts of magnesium. Magnesium is great for your muscles when you are. If you're having any kind of muscle pain, for sleeping as well, magnesium is really good. Only pea-based and soy-based drinks had higher levels of the 4 essential minerals than cow's milk. Soy-based drinks had higher levels of the 4, so more essential minerals than cow's milk. Pea-based drinks contain about 50% higher levels of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium. I said that again. What the fuck? Okay, you got two fucking things about that? This is fucking bullshit. Boy, do I get a lot of ads now for like intermittent fasting. I was also getting some ads for PrEP, which I don't understand. Why am I getting ads for PrEP? That's a drug for gay men. So that's a gay man drug. I don't know why I was getting that. Anyway, no disrespect. I see the PrEP ad. I'll tell my gay friends about it. So like, let's just go through some of the favorites here, and I'll just quickly talk about, the basic thing about them. So let's go with soy milk. Soy milk contains all the essential amino acids, which is similar to dairy milk. It is also cholesterol free and low in saturated fat. Soy is also a common allergen and is not tolerated by everyone equally. So yeah, a lot of people have soy allergies. That's why they can't have tofu and shit. And, it might make some people feel sick. Don't know if I ever really had an issue with soy milk. I get a soy latte sometimes and shit like that. But, I'm pretty good with all of these milks. I don't have a problem. Now, my favorite, almond milk. Almond milk is lower in calories than dairy milk, which may be preferred in adults trying to lose weight. Well, isn't that what this fucking podcast is all about? Isn't this what it's all about? However, this is not a good alternative if there are nut allergies present. Yes, so if you got a nut allergies, which it seems like this is the next evolution of children. Every child I know can't have peanuts, which is not a nut, right? It's a legume. But they can't have peanuts. No peanuts. People are getting fucking nut allergies like crazy now. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. My fucking father, I can't make nuts and bolts anymore because the fucking grandson's got fucking nut allergies. Who even knows? I think, everyone just wants their kid to have a fucking nut allergy these days. Cashew milk has a creamy taste, which may be preferred over almond milk. It is creamy, but it is also very high in vitamin E, lower in calories, and fits well into a vegan diet or vegan. But cashew milk has a low protein content, so it may not be helpful to meet one's overall protein needs. So this is the problem with cashew. Not a lot of protein in there for you vegans, okay? It's going to have a lot of vitamin E. Now, remember, there's the 4 vitamins that you can overdose on. ADEK, A, D, E, and K. You got to be careful with those ones. You can't have too much. It will fuck up your body. C and B, you can piss those out all day, babe. Rice milk. Rice milk is a good option if there are allergies to dairy, nuts, or soy. Okay, so it's like, if you gotta go with the rice, if you are some gluten-free fucking nut phobic fuck. However, rice milk contains a higher carbohydrate and calorie content, so may not be appropriate for someone following a calorie-controlled diet. Yes, if you're trying to lose weight, you just can never eat rice. You can't drink it rice. No drinking rice, no eating rice. Unless it's brown rice. No one's drinking brown, it ain't gonna be chocolate milk. You're drinking the brown rice, okay? It's ain't gonna be chocolate milk. So, yeah, those are like the basics on it. I think that you gotta make that decision. Some people still drink milk. My mom drinks milk like crazy, still buying the bags and shit, but it definitely, has shit in it that's hard for you to break down. It's not as great for you. Everyone thinks it's a big calcium thing, but your body needs vitamin D more. You can get that in other ways. You need to supplement yourself with vitamin D. Get yourself some fucking pills. They're super cheap. Vitamin D are the cheapest ones. Big jar of them will last you the winter. Make sure you're taking at least 2,000. 2,000 IUD, or is that the 2,000? Make sure the number is 2,000 at least every day. And as I've said before, it seems to help with COVID if you're going to get them symptoms. And let me fucking tell you, it seems like that is going to be a thing of the winter, folks. We're going to get that fucking COVID. Nobody gives a shit anymore. You're immunocompromised. Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. This is a genocide on the immunocompromised, unfortunately. It's a different, I don't know, it's a different vibe now. I was talking to my wife about it. It's just so weird. I was in such a place of fear, and I still have a bit of that fear, but it just seems different. It feels more normal than it ever has been, but we constantly have these reminders. And I wear a mask. Sometimes I don't wear a mask. I feel bad either way, and I guess I should just wear the mask and feel bad that I look like some kind of idiot, but at least I'm trying to protect someone, other than the other way where nobody gives a fuck. It's just like a signal that we don't care. We're never going to get through shit together. We're incapable of it in humanity now. I think we've shown that with the climate, with pandemics. Like a lot of us can pull together, but not enough of us. We're just never going to be enough. So you got to think of yourself out there, folks. Try and protect yourself. Part of the, I didn't talk about this in the fitness update, but I'm going for a lot of walks now. I'm walking like crazy. I talked about it a little bit, did 15K last weekend. And I'll get into the other shit in a second. I'm a little bit paranoid because of the Dahmer show. But yeah, I got this sick fanny pack that's like, it's like I don't want to describe it. It's like a yoga instructor's tool belt. Feels like it's almost a body wallet, but there's like a spot for a water bottle, and like there's a compartment in the front, a little spot on the, it's a yoga instructor's tool belt. That's what it feels like. And I've been taking that on my walks because for some, I don't want to hold the water bottle. No, I need to be able to arc my arms up like a psychopath on these walks. No wonder people are, 50-50 saying hello to me when they pass me. I look insane. But, one thing I do keep, now listen to this, I bought a big ass pocket knife and I bought a flashlight in case I'm out there in the dark. It gets dark a lot earlier now as we're in the fall, going to winter. But this pocket knife is it's got a blade on it that locks, okay? And I don't know why. I don't know if it's the Dahmer show because, his first victims, he was kind of hiding in the bushes. Yeah, I got this knife that locks, so I'd never use that knife on anyone. I would only use it for defense. But I'm at this point in my life, all the shit I've gone through, fight or flight in the bush, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fucking fight. So if you're coming at me in the bush, we're going to go. We're going to fucking go, and that's, upsetting to my wife because, I might not come back home one day, but that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted of the terror. So I've got this big fucking knife, but it's also got like a beautiful fucking, set of pliers on it. It's got like a pretty much a full multi-tool screwdriver, but it's got this fucking knife. So if anything, if someone's trying to fuck with me or rob me, hopefully it just scares them. If not, I have some training and I will use it. I will defend myself. Anyway, that doesn't make me a Dahmer killer. You have nothing to fear if you see me walking in the woods. I am your friend. I would never, ever, ever instigate anything with anyone, come after them, yada, yada, all that shit. I ain't no fucking psycho. I'm here to protect. I'm here to serve. I am a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm just a scared boy in the woods. So yeah, that's part of my thing. It's part of my thing now. You see me coming, just know I'm armed. And let's just fucking, we were talking about milk. What the fuck? Let's get some other shit. Okay, a couple things left to talk about. A couple shows that I've been enjoying, kind of enjoying, not loving. I don't know. We're going through a lot of shit right now in the acting community. If you're a commercial actor, as you know I am, as I've been stuck into this fucking mold for many, many fucking years. We've got this lockout. We got this fucking lockout still happening. We got... the agencies don't want to fucking pay our benefits. They don't want to pay into our RSPs. They don't want to treat us like an employee when we're on set anymore. They want us to be a little fucking non-union punk that they can pull out of their contracts whenever they want. They don't want to pay us, these multi-million-dollar companies. It's fucking pathetic. You are fucking pathetic, all of you companies that are locking us out. I'm looking at you, Cassette. I'm looking at you, Leo Burnett. I've done a lot of commercials with you guys in the past. You've paid into all my shit, no problem. And you know what? You're giving me a little bit of a fucking chance at maybe one day having some retirement funds in my fucking hut on the side of a highway. It's just, the most infuriating thing. And I've been doing this way too long. I've been in the commercial game way too long. And I'm fucking tired. And I know I'm coming to an end of it. I know there's a good chance that this is not going to get better for a long time. It's been almost 3/4 of a year since they started the lockout. This has never happened to me in almost 20 years of having an agent. And I'm fucking tired, man. I live in Newmarket right now. I'm probably only going to move further north. I'm never going to go back in for commercial auditions again. I'm not going to do it. I've earned it. I've earned I put the money into having a studio where I can record. I don't need feedback in a first call from a fucking casting assistant. Do the fucking Zoom. Give me some feedback then. I don't need, like, everyone's talking about, we miss going in and getting all this direction. And you know how many times I've gone in for TV and film auditions, and you know what their feedback is? No matter you're good or bad, that was great, thanks. That's all they say. That's all they fucking say. They don't waste any fucking time, because if they don't see that you are ready to fucking dig into that character, if you haven't shown that you've done that and you're just, rattling off a couple lines, they don't fucking care. They're not going to waste their time, because I used to be scared of casting for a long ass time. I really was. I was scared of casting, but they're just another guy trying to get self-employment. They got to take the best that are auditioning for them, go to the fucking directors and go, this is who we think is good. What do you think? That's all they do. They're not trying to make you fail, and it's hard to not feel like that because of the way the whole process is. It's shit. Talked about it in the past, I know. I hate it. And that's a big problem why I'm not as successful as I could be as an actor, because I've just never accepted the audition process as something that I have to do. My goal's never been to be famous, but my goal has been to never audition again, which I guess in a backwards way is to be famous, because famous people, they get offered roles. They don't fucking audition. They just either are good enough to do it or want to do it, or they fucking don't. They just meet, talk to the director, get offered a fucking role, and none of this bullshit that just seems like you never get a leg up. God bless all my friends that did not go to LA and are trying to make that career out here in Canada. What a fucking hard go it is to become a regular actor in Canada. It is not easy. It's not easy. You really got to put the fucking work in. But speaking of, some stuff that I've been enjoying watching, because, I'm always going to love watching stuff. Been watching that Dahmer show, of course. That's why I got the knife. Terrified now. Fucking creep fuck. Oh man, that guy. And you knew of him. He's the cannibal. He's the serial killer guy. But now you're starting to get into that. The show is a slog, and it's a little gratuitous, and it's obviously taking a hit with the critics because of that. It's a slog. It's like you're stuck in that apartment for 10 episodes. It feels like, and he's crushing pills and shit. Looking at all, he targeted black men for the majority of his crimes, and the majority of all these guys are thin. None of them are more than 160 pounds. There's no way. There's no way he's going to a gay bar and say for all these prep ads that are happening. Let's just say that I'm a bear. I'm a gay, bigger guy, dad bod, gay bear. Needs his prep fucking ads. And so if I'm this guy, Dahmer sees me and he takes me back, like he's like, oh fuck, this guy's gonna be like hard to move. I'm not making jokes about the death, really, just a little bit. I'm just trying to think if I was in that situation, and he probably wouldn't even crush up pills. He'd probably just be like, do you want 2 chocolate croissants? Be like, you got croissants? You got 2 chocolate croissants? Oh fuck, I'm starving. Yeah, I would love 2 chocolate croissants. You'd be like, can you just eat them in the bathtub? So the fight is in the movie. I eat those 2 croissants, and I'm gonna get a little sleepy. I'm not gonna lie. I could use a nap. I could use a fucking nap, and so it'd be fucking easy in that sense, harder in other senses. Jeffrey Dahmer, he got beat to death in jail. He got beat to death in jail. with a dumbbell weight, which was the first thing he used to kill his first victim. Funny how it goes full circle sometimes, folks. But yeah, he got bludgeoned, and yeah, I guess you can decide how you feel about that. I'll say he comes around, my friend. What goes around comes around. Now I'm talking about another show called Dope Sick. I've been watching that Dope Sick. Have you been on that fucking Dope Sick? It came out last year. It's fucking Michael Keaton playing a doctor in a small town in West Virginia, and how it's a show about the OxyContin opioid crisis, how it started, how you see how Purdue trained their sales teams. You know, I've seen these guys when I've been in doctor's appointments. They come in, they got the fucking briefcase on wheels, and they come in and they're trying to sell drugs to that clinic or to that doctor or whatever, right? So that they can prescribe them for their patients. Because a lot of them in small towns, they don't send them to pharmacies, they fucking keep the shit there. Or they give it to them to try, and then they, you know, whatever. So it's about that. It's about OxyContin and how that family that owns that company is just pure fucking monsters. You know, got shit going with the FDA to make it sound like it wasn't addictive. And it was very addictive. It is an opioid. Anytime you take an opioid, it's heroin. It's some form of fucking heroin. And so you're going to get addicted to it. People fucking got real fucked up. Hundreds of thousands of people have been killed by OxyContin because of it. Most of them just taking it normally like a doctor prescribed them for their pain. And you know, with me, with all these fucking back pains and leg pains and everything, it's like, I can see how you want to get on that Dope Sick. I can see how you just get tired of pain. You just want a little bit of relief. These fucking, the people that are in the show are all fucking coal miners, you know, and coal, it's not just about energy, you know, you get steel from coal. You get fucking, it's pretty important mineral that they fucking have to work with, unfortunately. And these guys it's a tough job. Their bodies are fucked. And then they got that oxy, and at first it's like, oh my God, I can fucking feel like $1 million again. I'm good. And then the pain comes back. You need more. And just the fucking way that they worded stuff with their sales teams and shit, just to make oh man, it's just crazy. It's like, it's why, you know, you start to get why you just fucking can't trust a doctor, because you don't know how fucking manipulated they are. You know, you really have to, you got to trust your doctor. Look, I know you got to trust your fucking doctor, but there's a point where you got to always question stuff. I think that's very important. I think you got to know when it's right to question stuff. I think you got to, you know, listen to the facts, but I don't think anyone had a chance with this OxyContin shit. I think they got duped. Everybody got fucking duped. Even the FDA, they got duped. It's just, man, those people in power, those fucking rich fucks, you don't realize you are just a fucking little puppet listening to this podcast right now. You don't even see the strings, do you? Look up. Do you see the fucking strings? You should. Make sure you see those strings, because they're fucking there, my friend. They are fucking there. Anyway, let's end it. This is my first fucking one. I'm going to try and get next week or so back in. I'm going to try and get more in. I'm going to try and get more episodes in, because, you know, this is my, me losing it. You know, I'm trying to lose it. I'm trying to lose that weight, but I'm losing my mind at the same time. There's a lot of losing going on, and we got to document it for the courts, for my family to look back on one day and go, who the fuck was this guy? Who the fuck was this guy, man? He's nuts. Anyway, you guys, I hope everyone, I hope it wasn't too negative. I love you guys. I love my listeners, the ones that have been reaching out on WordPress and stuff. That's super cool. We seem to be still going global with this pod, which is cool. I'm glad that people are checking it out. So I'm going to tune in next week. I'll probably be back on the proper fucking mic, my Shure mic, my mixer, doing the live shit. Because now I got to fucking edit all this shit together. I got to put the fucking music on. I'm going to probably put it like right here. That's where it starts. Yeah, did it start? Beautiful. So we're ending it. That's it, guys. Have a good fucking week. Enjoy the fall. It's beautiful out there, even when it's rainy. and we'll figure this shit out. We'll lose it together, okay?